This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
50-50. 0.
Now it's Stafford. Caught left side, Williams. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for LA. 41 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 3.
Ready. Like 7. Yellow 20. 10.
Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Set. 280. 40 gun. 21.
Stafford.
Oh my God, come on, man. What the fuck, seriously?
Completions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And his kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk in the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd
and 17.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff.
Come on, man. The fuck?
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Jack Fox
on 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A 10-yard loss.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Easy.
Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long.
Blue 60. Middle. Hey, 54. Hey, 22.
Now Stafford. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Drop for a loss loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hold on. Check.
Goff. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 76. 180.
Now it's gone. He's got right on the short throw. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
To throw is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Super.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 26 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Rams 3. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be...
There he goes, left side. Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua, 81 yards. And the Rams have retaken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Line 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
4 down. Set.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameer Gibbs, 39 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. Still going inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Bro, you getting some lucky bullshit.
Devontae Adams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams have yet again retaken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14.
Lions 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Real right, 22. Stay 50, stay 50.
Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Big 20, 280, 32. Hey, 50.
To throw is Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hold on. Wait, 20. What's that?
After the interception, here's Gone. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, Gone. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
180. Super.
Here's Gone. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Sly on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
It's the score, Lions 28, Rams 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
From the gun, here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 70! 59! 50, 50! Hey, 50!
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Joey Slye.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 35, Rams 17. Jack Fox.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Omaha, reboot. 0. Double right. Hey, 5-0.
Now Stafford. This will be incomplete. A dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Brings up second and 10.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's second and 10.
Zebra, 280. 53, ready.
Operating from the gun, Stanford. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38.
28-yard gain. And a Rams first down.
Hey, 22. 50. 32.
Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bombing him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
260. Easy alert. Big 20.
To the air again, Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
17.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Over the middle, he's got to slow. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Goff now to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. A solid stiff arm. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Alert! Hey, give me your radar. Drill right, 22.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
50.
Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
180. Hey, 70.
Now it's Stafford. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Stafford going to change it up here. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Like 7.
Here's Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17.
The 17-yard line.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He's got right on the short throw. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split up.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 76 yards. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Try for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Lions 42, Rams 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
32. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Rams.
Hey, Red!
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready! Lady!
Stafford. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Rams 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Omaha, ready, blue. 21.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Set. Right, 70. 280. 53. Ready. Right, 22. Alert! Alert!
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Drill right, 22. And middle. Double right. Omaha, ready, move.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. From the 46, here's second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, 50.
Again, it's Stafford. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here goes the line. Turbo.
The give right side for Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Here goes tonight. 20. Come on, come on, come on. Turbo's up.
Now gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Rams 17. Jack Fox to kick off for
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first and 10. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but They can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me do it the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Bennett working from the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That is incomplete. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Bennett now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Bennett looking to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And it's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the right side and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll get him down right at the 20. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Maverick, tonight. 20, value 1.
Now it's gone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here. Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game... Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.